So I want to talk about what they're talking about in terms of discrepancies. And we already know that if they're talking 24/7 and I'm repeating what they're telling me and I'm answering, there's going to be discrepancies, there's going to be inconsistencies because they're confusing things. I'm going to link the situation with the nanny situation. There was no nanny job. I keep saying it, and I even said it in that video. They said, well, they thought what did they say? They thought that the woman rejected me because she could sense a pedophilia vibe. This is who they are. This is who they are. There was no nanny job. And I'll put the video that I did before and the more recent video in the description. So they said, isn't that a discrepancy? What I wrote online is this isn't correct because what I started with was what they were saying. And as they're interrupting me and I'm replying, there was no nanny job. So they, in their minds, they're saying, I took CPR for a nanny job. I didn't take it for a nanny job. I got the ad not from some random lady. They said they thought I pulled it off of a bus shelter. They just said that. No, I got it from career planning and placement. And when for those of you who went to Fordham University, when I did from 91 until 95, you go into career planning and placement. They had these binders, you sign off on different things, and they do help help you with things. So this isn't like, oh, this was a secret nanny job. Excuse me. I got it from career planning and placement. I spoke to the women there about it. I don't know what they were trying to get at. So another big thing about that is that they're trying to say that they created these dreams around my experiences. So if they created these dreams around my experience, they would know the facts. And part of what I'm saying is that if you keep calling me a pedophile, and I'm going to keep bringing up your name in different situations so that you know who you are and the world knows who you are, then that should have been dealt with when you felt that I had a pedophile vibe in 1994. You're not going to now come up with all these lies because you've been exposed for who you really are. That's the truth. The other big deal about this is that they said they wanted to discredit me as a witness. I'm still a credible witness because I have things in writing, I have proof. The other big deal is that they finally admitted that one of the people who claims she's now feeling that I had a pedophile vibe is 40 years old. And she should have, if she felt this, she should have said something back then, not at 40. Partly what I think this is, and what this seems to be, is a group of people who are liars who wanted to involve me in all of these things. I don't have a criminal background. I don't have a pedophile vibe, but I also don't have an interest in working with children. From the story you'll hear in the video that I'll link below about the nanny position, you'll see that this wasn't like me like pursuing a nanny job at all. I was in career planning and placement. And you'll hear in the video why I wasn't even pursuing any sort of thing with children. This is, to me, I go through their logic. Their logic is that if they can make me seem like I'm a bad person, then this will be okay. It's not okay. Making me seem like a bad person makes them seem like bad people because you keep trying to insist that you were in my life. I do not and have not had any sort of relationship with the elementary schoolmates sisters. Those, they weren't my age. We were in school together, and when we left school they even admitted after 1990, no, 19, we graduated in 1987, to show you how long ago that was. We stopped our friendship in 1988. That's how big a distance it was. After elementary school, we didn't have anything to do with each other on that level. So I would not have been friends with her sisters. Why would I be friends with her sisters? The relationship I had with her older cousin, he was a man, and he was also very good. They just said he was good to us when we were kids. So I probably met him when I was about 12. And at the time, he was old enough to have his own car, a job, and drive us around. And it was cool. So they said in high school, they said, oh, yeah, oh is right. In high school, I told someone that we went joyriding. Joyriding back when I was a kid. And even I put a link to the origin of that word. Didn't mean stealing cars. I think stealing cars still means stealing cars. I don't think joyriding now necessarily means stealing cars either. It means going out on a ride. So he would like drive us around when we were young. I mean, I could have been 12, 13. I don't think it was when I was 14, but possibly when I was 14. But so I knew him for years before we dated. He was someone like, someone like when you know someone for a long time, it wasn't somebody who I would ever, you know, think anything bad would come from. And fortunately, nothing bad came from him. That's the point. Like, there's something in them that wants to make themselves like the people they're comparing themselves to. There's no comparison to that guy. For all his issues, he was a good person. And I'm sad that that story got confused in the Ring story. In the Ring story, if I can find it, I'll link it. I say he would definitely